From Kern Government Television, welcome to this week's Kern County Board of Supervisors meeting, originating from the County Administrative Center located at 1115 Truxtun Avenue, Bakersfield, California. Kern County's vision is to create and maintain a customer-centered county government designed to garner the confidence, support, and trust of the people we serve. Today's Kern County Board of Supervisors meeting will convene momentarily.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Teresa Hitchcock, and on behalf of the Kern County Board of Trade, it is my privilege and honor to welcome all of you to the 18th Annual State of the County Dinner and Address. At this time, I would like to ask you to all please stand and join me in a special welcome to Christina Scrivener, who will lead us in the national anthem. Christina?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you, Christina. As always, that was absolutely beautiful. Everyone, please remain standing as our Boy Scout troop number as Boy Scout troop number 194 posts our nation's colors. I would also like to invite the Naval Air Weapons Station China Lake Commanding Officer Captain Rich Wiley to the podium to lead us in the salute to the flag of our great nation. Captain Wiley.
Colors, post. Please join me. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Wiley, Troop 194, and Troop Leader Tony Castiglione. Everybody may be seated. Tonight is the beginning of a very special year for Kern County. 2016 is our 150th anniversary as a county. Tonight, we will celebrate the milestones and people that have made our county an amazing place to live, work, and visit. Before we begin tonight's program, I'd like to recognize a number of very important people in the room. First, a very special acknowledgement to our friends at Rio Tinto Minerals. We try to improve this event every year, and Rio Tinto is a big part of that. They graciously provide a grant to offset the cost of production, and it is largely due to their generosity that no tax dollars are spent on this event. So please give them a round of applause. I would also like to acknowledge some of our other notable attendees. We are fortunate to have a number of world-class businesses based in Kern County. Our economic base includes industries from mining to aerospace and everything in between. So please join me in acknowledging our business leaders who have taken time out of their busy schedules to be with us tonight. County government has an impressive leadership team, and many of them are in attendance tonight. I would like to ask County Administrative Officer John Nylon, his team, and all of our county leadership to please stand so that we may express our appreciation for all that you do. Equally impressive are the leadership teams who manage our cities and our unincorporated communities. From every corner of the county, we have with us tonight city managers, administrators, chambers of commerce, and many others who are dedicated to improving the quality of life in their communities. I would like to ask all of our non-elected community leaders to please stand. Thank you for your tireless efforts that make our county a better place to live. Also joining us tonight are many of our elected officials from Kern County's incorporated cities, special districts, and school districts. I would like to ask all of our elected officials to please stand as a group so that we may thank you for your commitment to our county. In addition, we have a number of former supervisors and other former elected officials in the room whom I would like to ask to stand at this time. Their presence here tonight shows how much they continue to care about and support local government. Please, let's recognize these elected officials for their contributions to Kern County. Among this group is Congressman Bill Thomas, who is chiefly responsible for the tremendous strides we're making in modernizing our airport and our highway network. This infrastructure is vital. This infrastructure is vital to our county's growth. Before we begin tonight, I would like to thank a few of the people who helped plan and produce this event. Thank you to the team at the Board of Trade, not only for what they've done to help plan and produce this event, but for what they do all year to promote Kern County and its more than $1 billion a year tourism and film industry. I would also like to thank the team at Kern Government Television, and of course, thanks to the fantastic staff here at the DoubleTree and our lighting crew from Media Solutions. At this time, I would like to introduce our hosts for the evening, the directors of the Board of Trade, who are appointed by the supervisors to serve as advisors to our organization. Representing the 3rd District is Jim Baldwin, who is not able to be with us tonight. Representing the 1st District is Karen Northcutt and Daniel Spurgeon. Representing the 2nd District are Linda Parker and David Brust. And representing the 4th District is Stacy Havner. Tonight's event brings together Kern's leadership, both public and private, to discuss the progress we've made and to look to our future. It gives us an opportunity to strengthen our community's relationship with government and with each other, and to build mutual cooperation and understanding. Your county government embraces these opportunities, and the Board of Trade is excited to be a part of celebrating 150 years of Kern County's amazing history. It is our mission to ensure that Kern County continues to be recognized for what it is, a great place to visit and a great place to live. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Chairman Mick Gleason. Mick Gleason represents the first supervisorial district that covers the northeast quadrant of Kern County. His district encompasses the desert communities of Ridgecrest, Inyo Kern, and Randsburg, the mountain communities of Kernville, Lake Isabella, and the valley communities of Delano, McFarland, and Shafter, as well as the northern part of Bakersfield and Oildale. Supervisor Mick Gleason was born in Nyack, New York, and grew up in Haverhill, Massachusetts. He graduated from the University of Notre Dame in 1976 with a bachelor's degree in business administration. He earned a master's of science degree in astronautical engineering, and I did say astronautical, not aeronautical, from the Naval Postgraduate School in 1999. As a former A-6E pilot and U.S. Navy captain, Mick Gleason flew carrier-based combat missions in Operation Desert Storm and Iraq. His final assignment His final assignment was commanding officer of China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station beginning in 2004, and he has lived in Kern County's 1st District ever since. In 2008, after retiring from 27 years of active duty, Supervisor Gleason accepted a job as a senior program manager with General Dynamics. He also helped launch the China Lake Alliance, a community advocacy group that supports the U.S. Navy's mission at China Lake. Supervisor Gleason and his wife, Robin, have 3 sons, Wes, Patty, and Jeff, and 2 granddaughters. Supervisor Gleason was elected to serve Kern County's 1st supervisorial district in 2012, and he is a staunch supporter of Kern County's agriculture, energy, and military sectors, and he is focused on promoting a job-creating economy. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the 2016 Chairman of the Kern County Board of Supervisors, the Honorable Mick Gleason.
Good evening, everybody. Christina, that was fabulous. Thank you very much. Captain Wiley, thank you, sir. And the troops from troop number 194, outstanding job for the Boy Scouts helping us get the evening rolling. Thanks a lot. Good evening. My grandfather, Pop Gleason, emigrated from Ireland to the United States in 1908. He arrived at Ellis Island, and while there at the registration desk, he misspelled his name. His name was Benedict Gleason, Gleeson, but he spelt it Gleason. He never explained why. Over the years, the Gleason family has developed 2 theories about why my grandfather misspelled his name. Half the family believes that he was uneducated, nervous, just distracted, young. It doesn't matter, it's insignificant, it has nothing to do with the story. The other half believes it was deliberate. He deliberately misspelled his name because he was shedding his Irish heritage and immersing himself in the American dream. He didn't want to be Irish anymore. He wanted to be American. Nice story. Nice story, but I know the truth. The truth is, my grandfather, Pop Gleason, misspelled his name at the registration desk at Ellis Island because he was running from the cops. The County Tipperary police force were out after him. They had a warrant out for him. He was on the lam, the damn fugitive. Only teasing. Pop, I'm only teasing. Only teasing. Anyway, Pop met a beautiful Irish lass. Her name was Margaret Skelly. She was from Yonkers. He was driving a cab in Brooklyn. They got married, and like all good Irish Catholics, they began procreating immediately. They had 7 sons, and each of these boys grabbed a hold of the American dream with both hands. I had an uncle who was on a landing craft at Omaha Beach on D-Day. I have an uncle who is a lieutenant and officer in the U.S. Navy aboard a destroyer serving in the Pacific. My dad was a member of an invasion force steaming north to Japan when Mr. Truman decided to change the course of the war and history forever. Each of those 7 boys married and in turn savored the hopes, the freedoms, and the unlimited possibilities of being an American. And once again, doing their duty as good Irish Catholics, they had about 50 offspring, of which I am one. Many of us became doctors, lawyers, business people, or went on to other professions. But out of all those Gleasons, I'm sure I am the only one who has ever aspired to enter the world of politics. I often wonder what Pop Gleason would be thinking if you were alive today. So all I can say is, I'm sorry, Pop. It could have been worse. I could have been a lawyer. I'm truly, truly proud to represent the 1st District. Kern County's story is America's story. Like my grandfather in Brooklyn, people came from all over the world to make a new life in a place where opportunity has no limit. Each of us has a story to share. In 2016, Kern County is celebrating its 150th year. And we have a wonderfully rich and colorful history. Kern County is no stranger to excellence and achievement, often great achievement. By honoring our past and taking time to understand it, we gain a better sense of who we are, why we're here, and how we can best shape our future. Exploring our past is much more than just analyzing commodity prices or understanding the El Nino weather patterns that affect agriculture, or the geology of our oil fields, or the role Kern County has played in defending our national security. Kern County is built on the courage and resolve of the men and women who had the guts to make a stand here. The people who migrated here and broke the ground with pick and shovel, or built a family business from nothing, or bet everything on a wildcat well, or broke the sound barrier, or worked dawn to dusk in the field so that their children would have a better life. We are truly blessed people with a great story, and we need to celebrate our blessings. An important part of our history was made by our sponsor tonight, Rio Tinto Minerals. Rio Tinto operates the largest borax mine in the world. Began in 1913 out of boron, and they're still operating today. The company's 20 Mule Team brand has been famous for over a century and holds a permanent place in the legacy of the America West, which Kern County proudly shares with the world. Please join me in thanking Rio Tinto for 5 straight years of State of the County sponsorship. In 1866, the state legislature created Kern County from parts of Tulare, Los Angeles, and San Bernardino County. The very first Board of Supervisors had 3 supervisors. And Supervisor Maggart tells me he liked it much better back then. Today, your Board of Supervisors is united in our desire to do our part to make Kern County a wonderful place to live and to work. And I'd like to introduce them. From the 2nd District, my close friend and confidant, Zach Scrivener. 3rd District, our senior counselor on the board, and a man who's had my back on many occasions, Mike Maggart. Thank you, Mike. From the 4th District, a man I thought did an outstanding job last year in what I believe a watershed year for Kern County, Dave Couch. And representing the 5th District, a person who has carried the torch and county's fight to Sacramento and continues to do all over the state of California, Leticia Perez. There's one more person I'd like to introduce, Congressman Kevin McCarthy, who has a message for us tonight.
Hi, I'm Kevin McCarthy, and I want to thank you for allowing me to welcome you to this year's State of the County. Kern County is a strong community built on dedication and innovation. While we face certain challenges, I know our community is up to the task. Very few counties can proudly say they feed our nation, and we can. Yet our strength is not limited to agriculture. From the oil fields of Taft to the windmills of Tehachapi, all the way to solar projects in Antelope Valley, Kern County remains on the cutting edge of the energy resources that will power this next great American century. Our county also plays a pivotal role in our nation's defense. The work accomplished at Edwards Air Force Base and the Naval Air Weapons Station at China Lake help protect our men and women in uniform, as well as our nation as a whole. It is impossible to overlook the land itself, as the mountains stretch throughout the county and the Kern River provide recreational opportunities for our families and visitors alike. We are here today because we love and care about Kern County. We are here because we are proud of the county we call home, and because we want what is best, not only for the present, but also for the future. I look forward to working with all of you to make this future brighter together. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Congressman McCarthy.